The story begins, Nicole Abusharif is an American woman who was convicted of the 2007 Villa Park. Villa Park police officers believe Abusharif killed Klein on March 15, 2007, 2 days before her body was found. I wanted to protect her name. She is accused of killing her longtime domestic partner. You stay connected with us till the end. We will tell you the secret of the whole story. On March 17, 2007, the body of Rebecca Klein was discovered in the trunk of her 1966 Ford Mustang after Klein's domestic partner of 7 years, Nicole Abusharif, reported her missing. Klein was found bound with duct tape, gagged with a bandana, blindfolded, and suffocated with a plastic bag over her head. 4 days later, Abusharif was charged with first-degree murder and concealing of a homicide. Villa Park police officers believe Abusharif killed Klein on March 15, 2007, 2 days before her body was found. After Abusharif allegedly suffocated Klein to death, she went out with another woman, 19-year-old Rose Sodaro, whom she met on the social networking site MySpace. That night, Abusharif and Sodaro went bowling in Tinley Park, then returned to Abusharif's home where they engaged in sexual intercourse. Sodaro believed that Klein was Abusharif's roommate, not her life partner. In addition to her relationship with Sodaro, police also believe that Abusharif was motivated to kill Klein due to a $400,000 insurance payout. Forensic scientists found fingerprints on the duct tape and plastic bag belonging to Abusharif, as well as her DNA on the bandana. Prosecutors also uncovered a slew of lies Abusharif allegedly told, including stating to Sodaro that she had been a New York City firefighter during the September 11, 2001 attacks. Abusharif, who was also an alcoholic, claimed to have liver cancer and told Sodaro that her alcoholism would lead to her death. Abusharif also brought Sodaro to a funeral home, where she dramatically selected her own casket.
During the police's investigation into the murder of Klein, Abusharif's co-worker at a Des Plaines security company, Robert L. Edwards, was charged with 5 counts of obstructing justice for allegedly lying about his whereabouts when Klein was believed to have been murdered. Police focused on Edwards during their initial investigation because he was at Abusharif and Klein's residence on March 16, 2007 during the search for Klein. He later admitted to police that he and Abusharif were drug buddies who shared wild sex fantasies. Initially, Edwards was on a $1 million bail, which was later reduced to $500,000. After being indicted on first-degree murder charges, Abusharif was held at the DuPage County Jail on $3 million bond, later lowered to $1 million. After bonding out of jail, Abusharif was put on home confinement in her Oak Lawn apartment. However, on April 25, 2008, Abusharif violated her bail by leaving her apartment to visit a family member's home next door. Although Assistant State's Attorney Joseph Ruggiero applied to have Abusharif's bail revoked, her bail was only increased by $100,000. She returned to county jail, but was back out on bail before her trial began. In November 2008, Robert L. Edwards was convicted of obstructing justice related to the investigation into Becky Klein's murder, despite police believing he wasn't involved in the crime. He was sentenced to 75 days in the DuPage County work camp. Nicole Abusharif's trial began in April 2009, where she was confronted with evidence that she had lied during the investigation. While she admitted to this, her defense argued that due to her bad back, she wouldn't have been physically able to overpower Klein, who was 40 pounds heavier. Abusharif's defense attorneys, Bob Parcham and Dennis Zapata, focused on arguing that the murder wasn't premeditated, which helped prevent a life sentence without parole, though they remained doubtful of achieving an acquittal. On March 17, 2007, Villa Park police officers discovered Rebecca's body inside the trunk of a 1966 Ford Mustang the couple owned. She had been bound, gagged, blindfolded and suffocated with a plastic bag. The police were at the residence in response to a missing persons report filed by Abusharif the day before. Abusharif filed the missing persons report after Rebecca's employer phoned the couple's home when Rebecca failed to show up for work that morning, but she denied being a killer Friday while insisting to a DuPage County jury she had nothing to do with her lesbian partner's violent death. Abusharif took the witness stand for about 4 hours as the arduous trial, which included 8 days of testimony from about 30 witnesses and 150 pieces of physical evidence, drew near its end. Abusharif is accused of suffocating 32-year-old Becky Klein, March 15, 2007. Police investigating Klein's disappearance discovered her body 2 days later in the trunk of the couple's 1966 Ford Mustang in the detached garage of their home on Harvard Avenue in Villa Park. A plastic garbage bag was taped around Klein's head. Her hands and feet were bound with duct tape. Prosecutors Tim Diamond and Joseph Ruggiero argue Abusharif killed Klein to pursue a romantic relationship with another woman and also to collect about $400,000 in life and mortgage insurance. Forensic experts testified they found Abusharif's finger and palm prints on the duct tape and garbage bag, as well as her DNA on bandanas used to gag and blindfold Klein. Nicole Abusharif was convicted of the first-degree murder of Becky Klein on May 5, 2009. It was not an easy decision for the jury. They deliberated for 11 hours over 2 days before agreeing with the prosecution that Abusharif, now 28, was responsible for killing her partner of 8 years. Her alleged motives were as ancient as the human race: greed and lust. Abusharif held a combined $400,000 in insurance policies on Klein, and during the year immediately preceding the murder, had fallen deeply in love with a 19-year-old bisexual woman, Rose Sodaro, whom she'd met on MySpace. On the night Klein disappeared, Sodaro and Abusharif had a date. They went bowling in Tinley Park with Sodaro's friends, and at 3 a.m. on March 16th, they returned together to the Harvard Avenue home in Villa Park, shared by Abusharif and Klein. Sodaro testified that she was aware of Becky Klein. She knew her as her lover's roommate and had no idea the two were actually life partners, complete with matching commitment rings. The defense also offered an alternate explanation, albeit a flimsy one, for what really happened to Becky Klein. They claimed that Klein and Abusharif argued about Sodaro, that when Abusharif decided to meet Sodaro in Tinley Park against her partner's wishes, Klein angrily declared her intention to go to her sister Melanie's house. With that, both women left Harvard Avenue, and according to the defense, Abusharif never saw Klein again. An unknown assailant, the defense posited, murdered Becky after Abusharif left the house. Though the Abusharif's pain is private, it is real. Though the public has little empathy, they are themselves innocent, and their betrayal is one of Shakespearean magnitude. Their daughter is a convicted killer. What parent would ever believe this to be true of their baby? Yet the accusations have been proven, and somehow they must face it. The losses engendered by the murder of Becky Klein cannot be overstated. Most importantly, there is the loss of Klein herself, a woman described as the most generous and giving person one can imagine, a woman beloved by her family and friends, a woman who devoted herself to helping people with disabilities find meaning in their lives. Her family and friends are now forever deprived of her, and the family of Nicole Abusharif is left to grapple with the fact that their only daughter is now a convicted murderer.